The house was quiet in the way only large homes can be, polished, orderly, distant. From the hallway, the mother heard something unexpected drifting from her son's room. Not noise, not chaos, but rhythm. Soft words spoken carefully, repeated with patience. She stopped walking, listened closer, and in that moment, she realized something was happening behind the closed door that would change everything she thought she knew about her child, her home, and the woman she had hired to clean it. Her son had always lived in a world slightly out of sync with everyone else's. Doctors had explained it clinically. Tutors had tried method after method. Progress came slowly, if at all. Mother loved him fiercely, but worry followed her everywhere. That afternoon, she had returned early from a meeting, expecting silence. Instead, she heard her son responding, not with rehearsed sounds, but with intention. She pushed the door open gently. Inside, the housekeeper sat on the floor, not working, not distracted. She was holding picture cards, speaking calmly, switching between languages as if it were the most natural thing in the world. The boy watched her closely, focused in a way his mother rarely saw. When the woman spoke, he answered, slowly, carefully, but clearly. The mother froze. She wanted to interrupt, to ask what was going on, but something told her to wait. She watched from the doorway as the lesson continued. The housekeeper never rushed. When the boy hesitated, she smiled and repeated the word in another language, linking sounds to images, patience to trust. The child didn't retreat. Leaned in. Minutes passed before the housekeeper noticed the mother standing there. Her expression shifted instantly to concern, expecting reprimand. She stood up, apologizing for stepping outside her duties. The mother raised a hand, stopping her mid-sentence. Her voice was unsteady as she asked how long this had been happening. The housekeeper explained quietly. She had noticed the boy responding to patterns, sounds, structure. Languages gave him something predictable yet flexible. She never intended to overstep. She only wanted to help. The boy tugged gently at the housekeeper's sleeve, asking for the next card. The mother felt her chest tighten. That evening, the mother sat alone in her study, replaying what she had seen. Years of expensive consultations, specialized programs, and carefully designed schedules, and yet the most meaningful breakthrough had come from someone she barely knew, someone whose resume she had skimmed without interest. The next day, she asked to observe again, and again the day after that. Each time, her son surprised her. He wasn't suddenly transformed, but he was engaged, calm, present. The housekeeper adapted effortlessly, adjusting tone, pacing, and language to meet him where he was. Mother began asking questions. About where she learned languages. About how she understood her son so intuitively. The answers weren't dramatic. Just years of study, travel, and curiosity. And a belief that every child understands more than they can express, if someone is willing to listen differently. Word spread slowly through the household staff. Something had changed. The boy smiled more. Tantrums softened. Communication, once rigid, became exploratory. The mother canceled meetings to sit in on sessions. The first time in years, she felt hope without fear attached to it. She arranged a formal evaluation. Specialists observed discreetly. They noted improvements, not miracles, but meaningful steps. They asked what method was being used. The mother pointed to the housekeeper, who stood uncomfortably near the wall. The specialists were impressed, not because the approach was revolutionary, but because it was respectful, adaptive, human. The mother offered to pay for formal training, certification, anything the housekeeper needed. Woman hesitated, worried about losing her job, her place. Mother corrected her gently. She wasn't losing anything. She was being seen. Adjusted roles carefully. Housekeeper continued her work by choice, but now with time dedicated to teaching. Boundaries were respected. Trust was built. The boy thrived in the consistency. At dinner one night, he spoke a word at the table. Not prompted, not practiced. Just spoken. The room went silent. Tears came later. Private. Mother cried not just for joy, but for all the moments she had believed her son was unreachable. For all the times she had overlooked people with the very answer she was searching for. She apologized to the housekeeper, not for anything specific, but for assumptions she didn't realize she'd made. Housekeeper accepted with grace. She had never needed recognition, only opportunity. Months passed. The boy continued learning. Not perfectly, not evenly, but steadily. Language became his bridge, not his burden. Each new word opened a door. Each sound connected him more to the world. The mother changed too. She listened more, judged less. She learned that help doesn't always come from titles or price tags. Sometimes it comes quietly, carrying a mop, speaking softly on the floor. The story never became public. No interviews, no headlines. Just a household reshaped by humility and attention. Mother funded programs later, anonymously, focused on communication through creative learning. She never took credit. Housekeeper became a teacher in every way that mattered.